Hi guys, my name is Neeraj Jain. I'm MuleSoft architect. So today we will learn about get and post request through the MuleSoft Anypoint Studio. Yeah. So let me create one project from here, new Mule project, and this is the get post request my project. Let me share my location. Yeah, this is okay. Now let me finish it. So it will create a one project for me here. Yeah. So first of all, we will learn get request. So I'm having some dummy endpoints. This is the free endpoints. You can also go on this website gorest.co.in. So you can find these endpoints and you can also use these endpoints. So first of all, we will make a get request. Then we will make post request. So let me start with get request with the parameter, right? Yeah. So let me drag here listener. So in listener, I have create a connection. Protocol is HTTP, host, port 8081. This is my default port, and path should be here user. I will use same path. Also, you can customize it. So users, right? So this is the first part complete. So through the users, Mule API will listen. Okay, so Mule API, this is the endpoint of the Mule API users. Right, go to the advanced, and here is by default it is get, but you can mention here get request. Yeah, so you have to change also your flow. So this is the get request flow, get request flow, right? Now I have to put here one request, HTTP request, because of I have to made one request to the this URL. So like this, I have one parameter also I need. So HTTPS go. So I made one request on this URL. So for this one, I have to put here request, HTTP request, right? So I will made one request here. Now need to configuration here, basic settings. Let me edit here. So my protocol is here. You will see if there is the HTTPS protocol. So I will select HTTPS protocol, and this is the my host, and this is my basic URL, and this is my endpoint path, right? Users, right? So let me go on this. This is the my basic path. Let me click over here. Public API. And this is the my DOM host. So let me copy it and post over here. Let me select the port HTTPS, and port is because of we are using HTTPS protocol, so by default is 443. And here is the TLS configuration we have to require because of we are using the HTTPS protocol for this request. So this is the insecure, we can choose it as of now because of means this is not created ourselves this API. So HTTPS protocol we can make it unsecure, right? Now I have to provide here base path. So what is the my base path? My base path is the public dash API. So let me copy it. paste over here. Yeah. Now I think this is the completed. And if you will look over here, so it will provide, it will construct as it is URL. You have to provide the path here. Like my path is users, right? So you can means not you. I'm getting this full information users. So I'm putting it as of now users. So like users is the my full path. So you will look here. Not this is the not path. Yeah. So now you can see it's it's construct full path over here, right? Now there is no need to anything provide. There is no need to provide anything. Yes, as of now. Okay. And I need to result what result comes after being this request completed. So let me put it over here. Logger is the control where we can log whatever comes from the before controls. So before control I will get the payload. So just simple provide here payload. So this is the my request users, and this is the request get request 443. And there is no need to anything for configuration wise. And this is the my endpoint. So let me run it. Okay. It will take around few minutes. So it will deploy on the port, default port here. Default port is 8081. So after getting the message deployed success, then we will hit on the postman. Yeah. So you will look here, get post request is the project name, and default it's deployed. Now I have to hit on this URL, users URL. Let me go here. Okay, let me copy it. Let me copy it. Actually, already I ran some uh, request here. So users, there is no need to provide anything. Only this is the get request. So let me hit it. Yeah. Now you can look here. All data is coming over here, right? Also you can check here. Also this is the response of the methods, right? So this is the my first get request flow method. Here I can see all the users data. And status code is 200, it succeed. Now let me create another flow, same, but I will provide now this time customer ID, sorry, user ID. So I can fetch the data only those user I required. Okay, I will pass ID equal to 7, then I will get the 7 user ID data, right? Only single JSON object I will get of the user. So let me create another flow here. Let me copy it. So we can copy its same flow here and paste over here. Yeah. So let me rename it get request flow by ID, right? This is the same configuration would be same. If suppose this is the basic settings, those basic settings we already configured http listener config, so we will use same. This is the global variables. So global variables means we can use global variables in every flow, right? Now here I have to change request this, but now I need to parameters. I have to pass the parameters here, right? Let me users and dash which parameter will come here. Okay. So let me pass it here. Slash. Not here. I will pass the ID. Wait for a minute. So basic, we have to provide one parameters here like ID into the URL. So this is the my ID can be changed. I can provide any kind of ID here. So this ID I have to bind over here. So let me change first of all this name. This is the get request only. Let me change this name also. Okay, now go to the request and I will pass this ID with the URL. Okay, so I need to bind this ID. So let me go in URI parameters ID. So here is the ID. I will pass the ID with the HTTP request. So HTTP attributes I have to go and request parameters or I have to provide this ID with there are many URI prompts, right? I will pass the ID through the URL. And what is the ID? So name is the ID. Okay. So this is the my URL. Okay. Here you will look. It is the created the URL full path and request. Now let me run it again, and it's already running. So let me save it only. Everything is saved here. So let me check console. Yeah, it's already built and deployed. Now only I have to pass the ID from this URL. URL is the same users, right? If you will look here, so name is the URL users. Now I have to pass also here one parameter into the path ID, right? So this is the ID. This is the my parameter full. Okay. Now let me run again. Let me save it. Yeah, it's save. Now let me run 7 ID provide here 7, so 7 is the mail inactive and name is messenger agrata auja. So let me put it over here 7 and hit it again. Yeah, now you can look here only one node. This is the 7 user ID. Okay, now I can see another users. Suppose this is the full list of users here. So now I want to fetch out another user like 6. 6 is the Triloknath Benraj. So now let me provide here 6 ID. Now yeah, you can see one node here and this is the same username whatever we seen in users list, right? Now let me put another post request, right? Now copy it first of all and paste it over here and this is the my post request. So post request. Now here I want to change this is the my flow name. Basically you can provide your flow name as, according to you. Now let me go over here and this is the my listener. So now my path is has changed again. So if you will look over here, so my post request is get request is user, so also post request is the users. Only I have to provide the JSON in post request as a body. So now I don't need to this extra parameters here, and I have to change over here in advanced tab. This is the my post request, not get request. So let me put over here post. Okay. Mm, rename it, and here uh, is the same configuration I have required here. Okay, this is the my base path, HTTPS, and host is the same. Okay, so there is no need to require any change. Only I have required in this uh, like URL is the users, right? There is no need to of the URL parameters, so I can delete from here and save it. I'm saving the solution together, whatever I'm changing here, and I'm saving. Now I need to pass the body, right, through the post request. So go to the request over here. Flow redirects need to be true. It should be true because of flow will be redirect as it is. And send body mode, yes, always I want to send a body because of I am having the object of the user here. And what kind of body, which type of body you want to, it kind of some, there are many things available, XML type of body or JSON type body. So my body is JSON, so let me select application slash JSON here. Okay, now in post request basically I need here, I need to provide here token. Okay, in post request, so here already I generated one token, so I can generate again, regenerate the access token if you will access this uh, URL for dummy APIs data. So you have to log in with your Gmail. There are many options you can connect with this API and you can access the token over here, right? So let me go over here. I need to bind token with this request basically. So users, I need to provide the token over here. So what kind of token I need to provide? So header, always I post the token with the header. So let me put it over here. Authorizations, because of authorization is the part of the token. So this is the key. Authorization, authorization is the key, and value should be, value comes from parameter. So let me select it over here, attribute, headers, and authorization, right? Over here I have to provide authorization. Why I am putting here authorization? Because of I will provide the token. This is the post request, and authorization part I will provide the token. So same token, here I will bind. So here is the attribute, headers, and authorizations. I will get token, and this token I have to bind with authorization key. So I can make the post request, right? Yeah, and already everything is looking well here, and already everything uh, means all configurations I have done here. So now let me check everything is saved here, and now let me go on console. It's running and deployed, right? Yeah, it's going on. Yeah, now it's deployed here, and this is my post request, and let me regenerate the token from here. This is the my fresh token here. Let me copy it and provide here, and let me check the body here. So my body is, my name is Neeraj, Let me give full path Neeraj Jain. Sorry, what happening here? This is the request basically. So where is the body? Yeah, this is the body. So Neeraj Jain. My mail ID is YYY. Okay. So only we will check the this and let me Gmail convert it gmail.com. Yeah, and already I changed the token here. My body is the I have provided the one body here, one object of the user. And now let me hit it. So if I will hit it, yeah. So I got status 200, and here in status I did data is nothing. Code 200. Hmm, Let me check again. I don't know why this is happening here. Yes. Let me again with the same email ID. Let me go with the same email ID. Mhm. Let me check in MuleSoft, Endpoint Studio. Okay, pagination, data. Let me hit users data only. First request was users. So what comes here? Six. There is the users. Let me post it again. Users 8081 users. Why it's not giving me data? Total count. I think I have exceeded to the request. That's why I'm not getting data over here. Let me regenerate again the token because of I'm not getting any exceptions more or less. So I think I'm exceeded to request because of this is the free of cost. That's why there is some limitations. So let me check once again what's kind of issue I'm getting. But there is no issue because of already I'm getting the 200 status code here. So user, this is a post request, and let me check once. Here I have to check type, REST request should be post. Got it. There is the one reason it can be post, right? It should be post. Uh, right. Let me debug it. Sorry, uh, deploy it. After deploying, I think it's deployed. Let me check first. All things are saved or not. So there is not enable any button. So let me go again over here, and this is the my body post request. Here is the ttt@gmail.com, and full name is Neeraj Jain. Yeah, now you can see it's succeed, and my ID is 1693 over here. So let me go again on this request, and let me provide I need only single object of the user whatever I created right now. So 1693 I have put it over here, and yeah, now got it. So fresh object I got over here, right? If suppose I will change my token from here, then I cannot post any kind of data. So please remind it, you have to provide the token. Okay. So thank you very much for watching.